Okay. Hi. The amount of times I've said I'm gonna post on my YouTube channel and then just didn't is ridiculous, but I am doing something different now, kind of more for myself, which was kind of what this posting on YouTube to begin with was just for myself. But now I'm gonna do it so I have something I can look back on to kind of see what my life was like for when I just don't remember. I don't know. So I'm gonna try to post a video like once a month of just like life update type of thing. Like a video diary kind of a deal, I guess. I don't remember when the last time I posted a video was, I have this propped up on my computer, so that works out. Let me look. When the last time I posted a YouTube channel, and these are gonna be completely uncut. So, because I don't have editing stuff at the moment. Okay, my newest video was a year ago. Saying I was back and then I didn't end up being back. So I guess the biggest thing that's new, I wrote down a few things to talk about. So it's currently December 3rd, 2024. And what I have written down, the first thing is that I'm non-binary. I don't think I had come out at the point of the last full video I made. So yeah, I go by they, them. I was diagnosed with autism. I'm 17, which is weird to me, but I would go individually. So I came out as non-binary it's been more than like 2 years, so like I guess I was out in, well, no, I guess it's only been a year. Yeah, I came out a year ago. My actual newest video, I was out, but I just didn't really mention it, I don't think. I don't know if I did or not, but like, hey. Yeah, so it wasn't really too big a deal for me to come out because I have a very supportive family, and like, I knew they'd be fine with it. I mean, it was an adjustment for everybody, of course. There's still people that don't know just because, I don't know. There's still some people I haven't told, but like, I've told everyone who's most important to me. Autism diagnosis, it really just helps to clear up some things. It's the same thing that Jacksepticeye talked about on his channel for his autism diagnosis, which like I was so giddy when I watched that video. Like I was so excited that like one of the biggest one of the biggest gaming content creators on YouTube was talking about autism, and it just, because that's one thing I'm really passionate about now since I was diagnosed. Because like when I was diagnosed and started telling people I'd known my whole life treated me completely different. Like they were talking down to me, acting like I wasn't smart, acting like I didn't know things that I've like proven that I know throughout the course of my life, acting like I was a completely different person. It was ridiculous, crazy, just over the word. But those people aren't really in my life anymore. But Oh, another thing worth mentioning, I'm in a different room now. I changed rooms because my older sister moved out. So I got her room, which has its own bathroom, so that's pretty cool. I have my own bathroom now. Um, Next, I turned 17. That's really crazy. I graduate next year, which is even crazier. Um, yeah, that's really weird to be 17 years old and to be almost graduated. That's odd to me to think about. Because, like, it feels like just yesterday I was, like, 10. Growing up is weird and freaky. I'm very intimidated by the future, but who isn't at my age? Like, what 17-year-old isn't intimidated by their future? Like, so the next thing on my list is pet deaths and new pets. There are some pets that I didn't even have at the last, like, proper video I had made. Um, and I really should have gone back and watched my newest video because I don't remember what I made or what I talked about in that video. Um, I think Peyton might have still been alive at my last video. I don't know. But Peyton died, my childhood dog that I had since I was 18 months old, and she lasted till I was 16 years old. She lived to be 18 years old. Um, she got bit by one of my other dogs, and her face got infected. And it was like caving in her eye, and the surgery was like far more expensive than we could afford, so it was better. And she was so old that there was a chance that she wouldn't even survive. There was like a good chance that she wouldn't even survive the surgery. So we decided it was better to just get her put down. I mean, that dog was 18 years old. She lived a nice, long, good life. So, that was 2 years ago now. So I guess she was gone by the time of my last video. That was September 8th that she died of 2022. So the dog that bit her, his name was Oswald. We got him as a puppy, and he just, something wasn't wired quite right in his head, and he was just really aggressive towards people and animals that got too close to me. He was really attached to me, and so he would hurt any animal or person that got too close. He'd never actually successfully hurt a person or anything, but he tried. He got aggressive towards people if they got too close. So October 17th, we had to go of this year. We had to go and get him put down, which was unbelievably devastating. And like, I've dealt with pet deaths many times over the last couple of years. I've lost a lot of animals the past 2 years. I'd say more, year and a half probably. But that one really just hit very different because he was young and he was healthy. Just his brain wasn't quite right. And that was really like, and we've been fighting it since we got him. He was almost 3, I believe, when we had to get him put down. So he was young, and that was the weirdest part because I'd never experienced that, having to get a dog put down who was young and healthy. Like, but it was a danger to the other animals, and it wasn't fair to him because he was locked up and isolated most of the time because of his aggression. He had to be just completely isolated, and he was so sad. So it just wasn't fair to him. We originally were going to rehome him, but a rescue shelter told us that wasn't a good idea because it would just set in his mind that like other animals are bad, and so if he saw one, he would most likely end up killing it. And if he got out and hurt somebody, we would be held accountable for it because we knew he was aggressive, and so it could account with getting law involved. And so we had to, just, so, But before that, my 16th birthday, I got a chameleon, and, you know, pet stores, it's always hit or miss with their animals if they're going to be okay or not. This one wasn't. He was really, really sick and only lasted about a month or so. 2 months after I got him, he passed. So, and then I lost my bearded dragon as well, who I had for a very long time as well. So, you know, let me make sure my school doesn't get signed out. I'm taking a break from school to make this, so I gotta make sure it doesn't get logged out. So he just was really old, was his thing, because we'd had him a long time, and he was a rescue who was already a good few years old when we got him. So, like, you know, it was just the timing of that one. It was a few months after it was exactly a week after my chameleon. So that was a whole. And, you know, he was the last of, like, my childhood animals, so that was weird. But now I have my aunt's old dog, because they weren't around enough to give him all the attention that he needs, because he does require quite a lot of attention. His name is Bentley. I'll try to show him at some point, but he's not in here right now. He's outside. He's like 9 or 10 years old, so he's fairly old. He's a little Shih Tzu mix, and he has an underbite, and he's like missing a lot of his front teeth, so he just looks ridiculous, and he's such a grump. I love him so much. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, and then the last thing I have on my list is my grandpa, who had been originally helping me with my videos, and I mentioned this already in that other video I made, I think. But he passed away of a heart attack, so I hadn't been making YouTube videos at all, and it was like really sudden as well. It was like a few days after I had seen him last. So it was I just hadn't been making videos because I did all of my editing at his house with him. And that's why this is completely unedited, because I still don't do any editing. It's still kind of weird to do editing without him. Maybe one day I will, but that day is not today. So this is just being posted in its entirety. And again, this is more for me than anything, just so I can like look back at stuff and see how my life changes from month to month. Not a whole lot has actually happened this month because it is the beginning of the month, but I'm just kind of trying to think the majority of the year what happened. And maybe I'll make another video at the end of this month, talk about Christmas and stuff. And then maybe I'll make videos twice a month, one at the beginning of the month and one at the end of the month. Shaky voice. No, probably not. But yeah, so that's all I can really think about that's different. I don't know. Nothing too like big. Well, I guess has been crazy. Few months, but a lot of it I don't want to get into publicly on the internet. I am keeping some things to myself just because, you know, the internet is forever and anyone from anywhere can watch this. So, like, there's a lot of things I'm going to keep to myself, but just, like, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I'll probably make another video at the end of the month as, like, a December recap, and then do another one at the end of January. And just go with that. Try to do the last day of each month. It may end up being like the first couple days of a new month. I don't know. And this may end up being the only one. Who knows? Just like how I said I would post more videos, and then a year went by and I never did. So, who knows? Also, you like my mural? There's Bill. I gotta fix his eyelashes, but there he is. I'm a huge Gravity Falls fan. And I also made the postcard. It's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but like, you know, The Wiggles. My favorite childhood show. There's my Five Nights at Freddy's plushies up there, and some Squishmallows. My mirror, my Christmas tree, ukulele, sticker shelf, trash. That's Freddy and Vanessa from Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Oh, and there's flowers on my ceiling. Yay. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go back to school now and post this video. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, bye.